Next one. All right, what's next?
No, that's on you. That was my issue, that we needed a balance. So what's
All
on
right.
your agenda?
Physical fitness. Let's talk physical fitness.
Let's get physical. Physical. All right. Oh, stop. I don't care what he says. I love to work out. Anybody who knows me knows that I do.
And you can't work out more than me because I work out
Yeah.
every day,
When
2 hours a day.
When I was married, I'm telling you, I used to do 250 sit-ups before going to work, and I did 250 before I would go to bed. I walked about 4 to 6 miles every other day. When I would get off of work, I would go to the military base and I would work out in the gym. I just love to work out. That's my favorite pastime. It's also what I use for when I'm stressed. If I can walk, if I can lift weights. So,
all right, so in physical fitness, I'm going to help you guys, and girls, I should say, the proper way of what losing weight is entailed. There's two things that one has to be considering in losing weight. There is the fat, the exterior. When you look in the mirror, you see the little shaky stuff. That's the
those
fat
love handles.
Right. So you got the muscle aspect, and then you have the fat that's underneath the dermis, the skin. All right. That fat is stored up fat or energy that you overate, and your body's storing it for in case you go into salvation mode.
Right.
You know, you go into a desert, a plane crashes, and you decided to live, and you're in the middle of nowhere.
So you live a little longer because of that extra
fat. Now, here's the thing that people don't realize. That fat within it has all of the vitamins and minerals that it needs for you to survive. So if you were in a desert or a woods and you got lost and 7 days later you're still living without eating, is because that fat that's being converted into energy is keeping your body alive, and it's not all bad fat.
I wish I could remember the statistics that I heard. I know that it's 3 and 3 and 3. Like, what is it? 3 days you can live without water?
So 3 days without water, and now it's 7 days without any food. Any food.
Yeah, it used to be.
It used to be 5 for what I remember a long time ago. So literally, you can stop eating today, and 7 days without eating, literally, you will not die. I mean, again, exception to the rule. You have some medical issues and so on and so forth.
Yes, please.
You consult your doctors.
Yes.
All right.
Don't do anything drastic.
So in context, that dermis fat layer, that love handles, you can get rid of it by what they call ketosis. Ketosis is a form of fasting, but it's a controlled fast. So in other words, you eat at 5 p.m., you don't eat until after you work out, and let's say 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That's the next time you eat. And you only eat when you're really hungry, not the time. 8 o'clock breakfast, 12 o'clock lunch, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock dinner. No, take that time crap out of your schedule and only eat when you're hungry. You'll find your body will lose a minimum 10, 15 pounds within 2 weeks.
You call it a fasting.
Yes.
Is it anything like what I hear that the stars are doing? And this one trainer happens to train Oprah as well, and some other people.
Sure.
But they do what is called 16-hour fast. So 8 hours you eat, okay, and then the next 16 hours you fast, you eat nothing.
Right.
And then when you do come back into eating, it's more so a fruit, vegetables,
vitamin, minerals, and water.
And don't forget the wheat. They spoke of that. Didn't say too much about meat, so don't introduce meat back into the picture.
I would say don't eat meat.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying that they didn't say that.
Right.
Because, he didn't like the fact that I said that I was giving up meat. You need your protein. I'm like, I got this. Nuts has protein. Fish has protein.
Okay.
Some vegetables have protein.
Sidebar. You need meat protein, the fats and all of that for your body. You will really. It's like old school in the history.
I'm not going back to meat, but go ahead.
they thought you didn't need oranges and citrus. Right? Look what happened. Diseased.
Yeah.
So it's called balance. You have to have a certain balance. If you're a heavy toner or lifting weights, you need some kind of whey protein. I'm not saying eat meat, but drink some whey protein. That's a form of meat.
That.
Right? Okay. All right. So you have the first type of losing weight. Is called that the fat layer that's on top of the muscle underneath the dermis, the skin, the love handles. Lose that weight by fasting. The more you can fast, the better it is. Now, when you're off the fast, make sure you eat healthy.
Exactly, because all that work that you did is just out the door again.
Now, what does that mean? That means calories intake, calories burn.
Yep.
If you're on a fast and you're trying to lose that love handles, you need to eat bare minimum food of survival.
Right.
Not get on a fast and then go to McDonald's and get a breakfast.
Yeah.
You just like killed your whole 12-hour fast.
Remember we were talking about if you're going to do eating healthy or a diet or exercise,
Right.
set a goal.
Exactly.
That if you all of a sudden do all of that work and then you gave the example of you lost 10 pounds and then you gained 20 and that's exactly what happens.
Exactly.
Yep. You done put your body through a shock and then boom.
Yep.
It spans.
So in ketosis, the fasting side of it, you don't want to get it out of a shock mode.
Right.
You want to continuously keep it in the shock mode.
Exactly.
And that's why the bare minimum of survival, meaning like one protein shake, multi-chewable vitamin, plenty of water, and then fruit.
And tell them, why did you say chewable vitamin?
Oh, so the research says that if you took the pill vitamin and swallow it, those guys who clean up the potty toilets, the blue things you go to the bathroom at the park. Yeah, those guys said that they've been cleaning up more vitamins and pills than anything. So in other words, the vitamin is not being digested in your system.
The system isn't absorbing it fast enough.
Exactly.
Fast enough.
The acid can't break it down fast enough for it to go through your system. All right.
Right.
Chewable then is the key, and that's why gummies and chewables is now the new process of vitamins to get into your system. And if you do more research and got a little bit more money, you can actually get it liquefied.
Exactly.
That's even better.
Yeah.
So you can put it in your milk, your shake, and then drink it all that and call it a day. And then get you some
If you like me, who can't stand taking meds at all, but my vitamins I do.
Yeah. So if you got capsules, unhook the capsules, put it in the milkshake, and call it a day.
Exactly. Yeah.
So protein, you do need a protein shake, if you will. And if you don't want too much of a meat protein, they got that green protein shake.
Yes.
That costs a lot. That pea protein, that's called pea protein. Well, anyway, so you can get pea protein, get your vegetables, and you get whey protein, get your meats, and then call it a day on that, and then just eat regular fruits and vegetables. But the idea is a small block to eat. The rest of that is fasting.
And I came to you, I think it was last year, February.
Yeah.
And being that I've been divorced for over 19 years now, and so the regimen that I had when I was married, I didn't have it so much. In the past 5 years?
Sure.
I mean, I still was exercising, still walking, and whatever the case may be, but I did something that I hadn't done in a long time. Back in my mid-20s is when I really truly gave up beef and pork. So the only meat I really needed to give up, when I did give up meat, was chicken and turkey, okay? And so that was going to be easy for me to give up meat. The point is that the person that I let into my life took me back a few steps.
She's talking about the other guy.
Whatever. Yeah, right. Whatever. Yeah. But anywho, here I hadn't done fried food over 20, 30 years, and now all of a sudden
Southern, Spanish.
He was Puerto Rican, African American, and Native American all mixed in one. And the man loved The man loved to cook, and he was frying food, and I gained weight, and I didn't like myself. I just couldn't do it. Went to the doctor because I couldn't get rid of a hacking cough. And when the woman asked me, how much do you weigh? I just took it from the way I know my body. I told her a number. Sure enough, I stood on the scale and I was exactly right. Oh, I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry. So I said, okay. We were talking about going vegan.
Okay.
Right?
Ooh.
All right. And when I set my mind to something, I'll do it. I won't say everybody I talk to, if we talk about doing something, they'll do it. But if Vanessa talks about what she's going to do, she does it.
Right.
So I'm going to move towards this. And I knew then that I was going to give up meat. I was going to give up that chicken and that
beef?
turkey.
Right.
Well, beef I didn't eat.
Oh,
I had given all that.
Right.
So, because he was cooking me all this chicken, frying it. All right, and I hadn't done fried food in 30 years.
That's why it tastes so good.
It tastes good. And the seasons that he put on it, woo. But anywho, I had to get off the pounds he put on me and some.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I goes to him. I make the resolution to myself, a change, because I don't do New Year's resolution. I said, but I'm going to tell myself that I'm going into the new year not eating meat. That was December the 28th of 2017. So by the time I saw you in February, I had already lost 16 pounds.
Right.
I was very happy.
Off the couch to just do something, right?
And guess what? Got him out the way too, you know.
That's a different subject.
Yeah, that's right. That's a different subject. But I had to get that out the door too. So no more fried foods.
No more fried foods.
And no more being lazy, because that was the whole point.
Right.
I did.
Right.
It made me feel heavy.
Yeah.
So therefore, I had no motivation.
Yeah.
But when I said in my mind that I'm getting rid of what he gave me, because that's why I felt he gave this to me, I got to get rid of it.
He offered it to you.
Yeah, he offered it. I willingly took. So anyway, I come to you, and we're talking about working out.
Sure.
And I only had, let's be honest with him, one training with him.
That's all
just
you need.
one. You
That's
know,
all you
if you're
need.
serious about wanting to change your body, your look, you got to be motivated to do it.
That's it.
So he gave me some tips, which helped me get back to my old routine of doing my sit-ups. But he gave me some tips. Boom, boom, boom. Next thing you know, I lose 19 more pounds and was happy. So like I said, I've lost 35 and I have not put it back on. I do have more goals as to, you know. I remember when I went to my 20th high school reunion, I went back weighing what I weighed when I was in high school. So I looked good. So I'm on my way back there.
So the key in this story, and it's a wonderful story, is to understand that when Vanessa in 2017 decided to do this resolution thing, it wasn't a resolution, it was a lifestyle
change. A change of a lifestyle.
Right. And this is one of the things that you guys have to realize. When you go through this process, it has to be a lifestyle, because there are different periods of change within your body. To give you an example, fasting. If you have not fasted, let's say ever, and you do 2 hours of fasting, you're going to mentally, you're going to go through some changes and withdrawals.
Remember I told you what happened.
And the wheat and all that. You're going to go through some withdrawals. And contrary to belief, and I want you guys to do your own research, wheat, there's a great book by a cardiovascular doctor. Please forgive me, I forgot his name, but it's called Wheat Belly. Or
try the Fat Belly.
Fat Belly. Also,
yeah, because I have that book.
He talks about wheat. It has is an opium within the gluten that makes people binge. Okay, so get rid of the weeding. Then refined sugar is worse than cocaine. So get rid of
away from that
sugar.
Too. That helped.
You're going to go through a withdrawal period, and that withdrawal period is you have to mentally withstand it. You have to withstand. You cannot resist and go back and eat more cake and sugars and candies.
And those who know me, I love to bake. Don't let me make my caramel 7-up pound cake. Woo! But anywho.
Anyway, so that's that first period. You're going to go withdraw. And then once you go through the withdrawal, then you're going to go to that hunger feel, that grind of hunger. That Hunger feel is just your body converting itself from a stomach digestion into the fat dermis skin digestion,
And you know
or
what?
conversion.
When I get those pains, it makes me happy. You know why? Because I know I'm doing something right. I know that I'm changing the body. The mind and the body is like, okay, wait a minute. Come on.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling that you know that you're doing something right.
Right.
Because as you're going through the process and you don't realize if you're losing weight or not, that you're still eating normally, or at least you've changed the way you eat, but you feel that there's nothing happening. Oh, when your body starts to make this change, and all of a sudden now you're starting to feel the hunger pains. Yes, you have done something to your body that you are on the right track.
Right.
Yes, I love getting it.
So those of you who do, like, even on a Sunday type fast, and the preacher man says from sun up to sundown, go to a fast, and you guys are in like hunger periods, and they're like, I can't wait to like 5:59 kind of deal.
You have changed
that
your body.
hunger feeling that you're feeling is your body converting from a digestive period to the breaking down the fat part of it and using that for energy. Right. So that's a good thing if you're trying to lose weight, and that's something you have to get used to.
Yeah, I'm about to say, don't internal it as if to say I should eat. No. Don't internalize it.
Tell yourself that is your body is losing weight.
Yep, exactly.
You're losing weight.
Hey, this is a good thing for me. Yeah, I agree.
All right, so that is that simple process of losing that love handles on the exterior.
Yeah.
Now, the second part of losing weight is toning.
Yeah.
You do not need to go to the gym. Vanessa can confess, all she uses a couple of weights.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Now, what is toning? Toning is, so this is your muscle fiber, right?
Yeah.
Inside these holes, which I don't know if you guys can see, but inside those holes, I'm trying to make them bigger, right? Those are fat molecules or fat inside of that muscle. So when you're toning and you're squeezing and building that muscle, you're getting that 2-week period of pain. That's your muscles squeezing out the fats within the muscle, within the muscle fibers. That pain is about 2 weeks because that's how long it takes for you to continuously work it and stretch it out and get it going. Now, that fat goes where? Into your bloodstream. You need water to flush your system out. Do not believe any doctor, I don't give a crap what they say, that you're taking this blood thinner pill. There is no damn blood thinner pill out there in any damn market. I don't care if anybody tries to sue me.
I'm in the health field, people, so I know a few of my friends are not going to agree with this.
Blood thinning pills cover the platelets in your blood so it doesn't stick to the the plaque that's inside your arteries and veins. The only way to thin your blood out is fluid, water, to clean your system out. Your liver is diabetes type 2. If you can clean your liver out, you'll get rid of the diabetes type 2. If you can put fluid water in your body, your high blood pressure will go down because your high blood pressure is the pump and rest, systolic and diastolic. Pumping is hard because your blood is thick. If you thin it out with water in your fluid, then it eases up your heart. Okay. Ketosis diet eases up the plaque. So you got your liver, diabetes, you got your high blood pressure taken care of just off of water, diet, and you're fasting, you're losing weight, and make it a lifestyle. Yes, and toning.
So now, as he says, I'm back to doing 60 to 100 sit-ups before I go to work and 60 to 100 sit-ups before I go to bed. And I use a 10-pound weight when I do the sit-ups. So it helps tone my arms for me. The way that I'm resting on the floor is helping tone my legs and my thighs. And then the stomach. Remember those love handles that we want to get rid of.
Exactly. Yeah. So to get rid of your stomach is ketosis, and to tone up your arms and legs is just toning with the weights. And you don't need the gym. All you need to do is go on YouTube and get the little videos, and then just mentally do it. That's the hard
I don't
part.
do gyms anymore. I'm sorry.
Right.
I get bored.
Right.
I have my own, but to be honest with you, this 110-pound weight does it all for me. And those who know me, because you talked me into getting a Fitbit. So
yes. So
by the
something.
so by the
accountability.
time, yes, exactly.
Accountability.
That's what I love. Because by the time I go to bed, and I'm ripping and running through the nursing home, so by the time I go to bed, I have already put in over 18,000 steps.
Right.
You're looking at
Right.
5 to 8 miles a day just
Right.
walking that building and doing
Right.
things with the residents.
So just off of that, a lot of you people. I say people.
Yes,
that
you
doesn't
did.
sound
No, it doesn't
negative.
sound.
Okay, good.
Audience.
So a lot of you who are in the audience right here, the video audience, you guys are walking everywhere, right?
Yeah.
So
get some.
if you
Take credit for it.
Right. If you stop eating when everybody takes lunch breaks, that just by itself you'll lose some weight.
Yeah.
If you take the stairs versus the elevator, now again, don't take stairs if you got to go up to 10 floors. Unless you're in condition for it. I mean, go up 3 and then get on the elevator and go up the rest.
Whatever.
Point is, don't do what everybody else do. Eat
what
when
you can do.
Yes. Use your job as your exercise.
That's what I do.
That's
and
all I'm
I've
trying to
always
say.
done that in my life.
Right. That's all I'm trying to say.
Well, I've never been overweight.
So if you're already walking, if you're already sitting down and standing up, do some stretches.
Yeah, make it an exercise.
Make it.
Sit up,
that's it.
stand up.
Exactly.
Sit up, stand up, you know.
Then adjust your diet.
Yeah.
To your workout. So in other words, cut
more
down
fruit,
the calories.
more vegetables.
Right. Get some nuts on your desk and start eating nuts.
If you like raisins, a little bit of that.
And don't eat until you're hungry. Yes. I'm not talking about hungry because you want to use some of that ketosis to use some of that, eat some of that fat away.
Okay, but you do know that some experts will say don't eat when you're hungry because then you will overeat.
Don't eat wheat. Just
I agree
don't
to that.
eat wheat.
Yeah.
Wheat will break you down. It'll break me down. I'm sorry.
I've had friends who have done the 30-day challenge.
Yeah.
And some of this things that are on the list of the 30 days challenges, things that we consider, they call them the white devil's eye. You know, you call them whatever you want.
Call them whatever you want. Right.
But no white bread, no white potatoes, no junk food, no cookies, no donuts. No soda.
Just stay away from the bakery and the drink aisle.
Yeah.
And the chip aisle.
Concentrated,
Anything that's refined.
Yeah.
So the whole point is, if you have an active job that you work at, you literally can lose unlimited amount of weight.
You really can.
If you just adjust your diet and go into a fasting mode right there. And then as time you work, is the time you're losing weight. Yeah. So the next 5 years of you working, you literally can get to whatever goal and surpass that goal within 5 years of you working.
I'm glad you said that because you and I talked about setting goals and how you can lose weight.
Yeah.
So use what you said. If you are 200 and something and you want to lose. Remember that conversation?
Yeah, so when I started, I was in the military and I was in top fitness because of my profession in the military. But when I got out, I was eating like I was still in the military. But not exercising.
Zero
exactly.
Fit like
so in other words, my day-to-day activities of working out consist of about 6,000 calories just to maintain, my physical activity. Right. All right, so when I got out the military, I was still eating my 6,000 calories.
I can't do that.
So take a supreme large pizza and eat that in one setting, and that'll be your breakfast.
I can't do that.
Yeah, okay. So when I got out the military, it took a couple of years, but I got from 195 to 250. I was going up my office stairs, and my heart just wanted to say, hey, how you doing? I just want to rest. Yeah. And I'm like, no.
Like, did you forget I'm in here?
Right.
You overworking me?
Right.
Okay.
I got back into my routine. It took literally a year
hear this.
Literally a year just to get from 150 to 100, to lose 30, 40 pounds.
Well,
A
and
year.
as I stated in what I did for myself, I've lost 35.
Right.
And it's good to know that going into the new year,
Then
I left that 35 there. I lost it. Yeah.
So what I say that is, why did I give myself a year? It's because I never lift heavy weights.
Okay.
I go to the gym, I do a lot of cardio, I swim a lot in the beginning because I didn't want to hurt my joints, and I got into my fasting, but I only lifted something that I can do a minimum of 6 to 10 reps.
Really?
That's it.
And see, I love weights. I
Right.
love the bike, but more so the stepper, or the treadmill.
Well, that's cardio.
Because I love to walk.
Yeah,
I love to walk.
So when people see me now lifting heavy weights, I'm still only doing 6.
Okay.
If I can't do 6,
but how much of the pounds?
so my legs, I can probably lift about 1,200.
Okay.
And then my top around 200 to 300, 4 sets.
So what is that exercise where you're pushing the weight?
I forgot the name of it,
Okay.
but that's
because when
that's
I was
the
in
front, the back,
college,
and the
when
glutes.
I was in college, I could push close to 200.
Yeah,
You know, I don't know what I can do now. I'm much older now.
that well. So anyway, so even at the heavy weights that I'm doing, bodybuilders look at me differently because I'm lifting heavy, and they're like, "What are you doing?" And they look bigger than me, and I'm this little skinny guy because I can lift heavy, but I don't look like a bodybuilder.
To me, you ain't skinny, but the way they are compared to them, the way they're formed.
I'm like skinny. So the reason why is I tone all the way through it. Bodybuilding is ripping your muscle and letting it heal, and then overeat so the body can have enough calories to build itself up.
Yep.
What I do is I tighten. Toning is tight your muscle, and that strengthens. No. No. So you're tightening your muscle to the point of strength, and that is the key if you want to continue down the path.
Okay. Yeah. So I just wanted you to share that.
Yeah.
Because you should give yourself a year.
Now,
really.
that story, I started that story in 2012.
Okay.
So this is 2019, and I'm still 6 days. I'm going to the gym. It's religiously because I feel guilty if I don't work out.
And that's me.
It's a lifestyle.
That's a lifestyle.
That's a lifestyle.
That has always been me,
Yep.
and it still is today, and
Yep.
it won't change.
Yep.
You know, working with the elderly and seeing that.
Right.
I have one resident who walks every day, rain or shine, snow. She doesn't care. She wants to be outside because that's who she is. So
Now here's the better part. And a lot of people, if you do the research on people who actually lost a lot of weight and make it a lifestyle, there's a hormone in the body that's called the youth hormone.
Okay.
That actually converts your age and makes you look younger.
I won't tell you my age, people.
I'll tell you mine because it's
I
okay.
won't. But people tell me,
Yeah.
I cannot believe the age you are. That's all right. I love